Welcome back, YouTube. So, as I'm sure a lot of you know already, that Dogecoin's price has been going against the grain compared to some of the, or at least the vast majority of the crypto market over the last 24 hours. And a lot of it is stemming from what we're seeing here on the screen here, which is Elon renaming Twitter to X, but more importantly, well, I guess I don't have it up here. Here we go. Yes. So more importantly, this location is has the X and it has the Dogecoin logo. This has happened several times over the years, or like the last like 3 years, basically, because a lot of times people say that Elon was doing it just for like a hoax or just to garner attention or just play with the markets and stuff like that. But it's been repeatedly shown from Elon, like at times where he didn't have to say that he's still interested in working with Dogecoin and that there's something on the way. And so this is stemming a lot of the really just producing a lot of the momentum that we're seeing for the coin right now. We're going to take a look here at the charts in a second, but this here is primarily just the main catalyst here saying that even though Twitter is going through some changes right now, it has not changed the overall mission, and that is to have that program, that partnership with the Dogecoin community. And he's saying that really just in a subtle way that this is still going to happen despite these big changes that are going on. So this is just restoring confidence overall in the market and in the investors of the coin. So let's take a look here. I'm going to go back. So this here is the chart that I started drawing out over 3 years ago, really. And this has really just withstood the test of time. And this is kind of just going to give us like an overall, like a bird's eye view of where we're standing right now into the trends and giving us some future projections. Now, the last video I made, I said that when we break out of this, this top layer of this trough here, between like the 706 and like the high fives here, typically when we break that with conviction, we have a run to about 10 cents. So we've certainly had that run. We've actually even have a golden cross here. We have a 14 crossing the 72-day moving average. And if we have another thing here, I'm going to put this in here before I move on to the specifics. If this 14 crosses this 200-day, that is going to be a very powerful explosion upward. So that you will certainly see. You can probably expect maybe like somewhere between like 10 and 15. We cross this 14 with the 200-day, but that's still a little ways off, maybe even a little higher than that. Because that'll be a very, very powerful explosion there with that 14 crossing that 200. But yeah, somewhere between like I'll say like 10 to 15, depending on like the catalyst and what's going on. And if Elon said it gives us more insight, that'll probably keep some of the traders from dumping and panic dumping once you really get into double digits. So that also will play a factor. But looking here, we'll see that the last time we were in this area here, this is where we are right now, is actually a very crucial point, because if we are right around this 8 mark, there's a light resistance here. Overall, we should be looking at, without any major shorts, all that kind of stuff coming in, we should be looking at around like this mid 9 range to, of course, that 10 range that we were talking about. This is pretty much what happens here, because like the time before that, we rejected off of 997. A few times before that, we all went over 10, 925. So even right now, even though where we're at right now on the 8s, that's still relatively low compared to this conviction. So with that being said, it's highly probable that this run isn't over, to say the least. So what we're looking at here is, matter of fact, let's take a look here at market cap, because market cap has been exploding as well. It almost mirrors it precisely. So yeah, right now we're at 11.4 billion. So this has been outperforming a lot of the coins here. We'll take a look here at coin market cap in a moment. Let's take a look here at shorts. I'm sure that's surprising. This is interesting here. Not much of a reaction from shorts, at least yet, because we know we can wake up tomorrow and this thing will be, up here. But right now, not much of a reaction from shorts. So this is very interesting here. Normally, they're on top of things like this, and when you start seeing these big announcements, or whenever Elon says something like that, they're kind of like on it already. Like, oh my God, let's short it, short it, short it. Let's get it. Let's get in front of it. But right now, not much of a reaction. So that is really a good sign, at least for now, because right now, when these companies and stuff start lending these shares, and if you don't know what shorts are, please check out some of my previous videos. I cover shorts pretty thoroughly, but right now, typically when we see these price actions and stuff like that, shorts typically explode and kind of mirror the price action, and we kind of see kind of like a curve or like some resistance and stuff start popping in. So it is a little bit there, obviously, but not compared to history, compared to what they would normally do. Let's take a look here at coin market cap. Yes, I'm going to leave. Okay. We agree index neutral. Let's see here. Dogecoin number 7. And like we just talked about, we are at that 11.4 billion range. What is this? The 7-day percentage up 19% the last 7 days. I think this is 24-hour 9.57%. Volume in the last 24 hours. 1,516,695,844 dollars. That is huge. We are above Cardano, Solana, and Tron. Interesting, but still hanging in that top 10. So it's been a lot of speculation going forward, saying that, oh, okay, well, it was going to drop out of the top 10, never to be seen again, blah blah blah. And Dogecoin has consistently been in the top 10 for the last 3+ years, really. And this is really overall just kind of like giving you like a glimpse into what you can expect when that actual announcement happens, right? So this is the last 7 days. This is that movement here. And this is what we were talking about when we were kind of knocking on the door of around that 705 range. When I made the, if we break this with conviction, we'll go to 10 cent. That is typically what I meant. Because typically when we break out of that trough, because that is where shorts like us, that is where we can kind of maintain ourselves in that high level there. That's why it's the broader of the 3 levels. But when we kind of break out of that, it is really just shows like conviction. It shows like momentum for that, whatever catalyst that's leading that. And typically before people start taking profits, before flips, before shorts and stuff like that really get in the game, typically we're in double digits before they're able to kind of stop that momentum. So that is another perspective saying that, okay, well, this run here it has a high probability of not being out of gas just yet. But again, we haven't seen a response yet from shorts. So that's something we're kind of have to look into over the next day or so. But as of right now, they're pretty quiet. Let's go back to trading view. Let's see. Let's take a look here at BTC. Yeah, BTC having a sell-off here, drop below 30, may use the 72-day as support. We'll see. If it hits the 72-day, that'll certainly be a great entry point for those looking to hold BTC. So that'll certainly be a great entry point for you. Let's see. I know Ethereum typically mirrors whatever Bitcoin does. Yeah, so Ethereum appears to be using the 72-day as support. So that's kind of what I was thinking for Bitcoin as well. We'll see. Yeah, certainly a sell-off there across the market. So yeah, Doge is going against the grain here. Let's see what that 72-day would put a target for Bitcoin. Let's see. Okay, yeah, roughly around another $1,000. That will put a target for Bitcoin at around like 28 or so. So we'll see if it gets there. Well, Cardano was just about to cross the 72 day, and it's looking like a rejection off of the 72. So, yeah, Doge is going against the grain here. I think that going forward, even with this new stuff, I just think that for the people who have been patient enough, we kind of know what's going on. I think there's a lot of people who are kind of on the fence and who are saying that, okay, well, I'm not going to hold the coin because I don't know what's going to happen. But if we get this announcement and stuff like that, I'm going to have an opportunity to, jump in and jump out, make money. So typically that was kind of like the thought process and like 2020 and stuff as well. So I think that between that and the people who are currently holding are saying, okay, this may be it. They're increasing the amount that they have. So ultimately, this is kind of what's driving the momentum and stuff that we're seeing right now. But for the most part, if you're looking here, this is, I'm probably going to say this in every video now. This here, these levels here are ideal to if you're investing in this coin based off of my perspective, based off of history and what I'm seeing here on the charts. This here is the ideal areas to invest in this coin. If you know, and if at no point in time when Doge was in this position here, I want to say I think it was like 62 days on average, you'll have an opportunity to take a profit. So we're talking about 2 months, and this has happened 100% of the time since we've had the initial run up back in 2020. So this is why I say this is kind of like the golden zone here. This is what I was saying in like the last video. You can kind of see the momentum here as it was kind of lifting prior to this announcement. I'll just put this here. You can kind of see it just kind of lifting up here. That's the trajectory. And this is kind of what happens here. We have these stair steps here, and we'll see if we're able to gain some support here and retest and see if we can establish some higher highs. But that is going to be TBD. But ultimately right now, yeah. So we can still continue to expect some type of partnership going forward, except with Twitter, it's going to be with X, but you can expect some type of partnership between Dogecoin and Elon going forward. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're currently buying more, if you're just kind of waiting to kind of see what happens, or if you're just waiting in anticipation. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I look forward to hearing all of you. Thank you all for your support on the channel. I appreciate you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Right.